Okay, so this is the Sunny Health row machine. Straight out of the box, taking my time. Took me about 10 minutes to assemble. There were literally only like 4 screws to go into this thing, so I love that because I really hate assembling things, and I am assembly challenged, which means like I get very frustrated. So this was very, very easy. It was literally like pulling. This was folded, so this pulls out, and this screwed out. You pull out the leg, you screw it back in. Very, very simple. 2 screws in the handlebars there, and then 1 to bring up the hydraulic pull right here. And they give you all the tools that you need. So it's very, very quick and easy, and it's a nice little machine. I am 5'4". My son is about 6'2", and he was using it for the last 10 or 15 minutes. Very nice. So it fits all sizes. Like I said, I weigh about 115 pounds, and this was easy for me to get out of the box as well. So at the price point being right at or less than $100, I think it's a really great machine, and it was very easy, came quickly, very easy to assemble. So I'm going to get on and demonstrate now. Here we go. Not really wearing the right shoes, but that's okay. And here we go. This is my first time. Okay. Nice. Beautiful day. Yeah, and the directions just basically say to not use this for more than 20 minutes at a time due to the nature of the hydraulic pull. It needs 20 minutes of use and then about 20 minutes of rest. And it says not to move the machine or touch this piece right here for safety reasons. As you use this, if you did a full 20-minute row workout, this piece would get very hot, and so it's hot to the touch. So it does say in the instructions, I just want everyone to be aware, hi puppy, not to touch this piece, and to, my dog's gonna work out. Do you wanna row? Row in the boat? Yeah, and so that's really the only thing to be aware of. It's just no more than 20 minutes at a time, it says, for safety reasons on this machine, and then let it rest for 20 minutes and cool off this piece specifically before you try to move it so that you don't hurt yourself. And that's all. Thanks. I'm happy. I'm happy with this purchase. I almost feel like I'm in a boat on a beautiful lake. And stuff.
All right. Here we have the rowing machine. You have somebody sit on, put their feet in that, you pull this up. It goes from 1 to 12 on the dial for the strength in the arms. Bring it to the 1. Here you put your feet in. It velcros to keep your foot in place. It either tightens it or loosens it. See? And then you put it around, you put your foot in it. Brings that down. The chair at the same time goes up and it comes down. Just be careful. The timer is battery operated. You got counts, calories, total, scan, and time. Hold it down. Starts it over. slides up. It connects into this. You line it up with that. Put it on. And it goes back on. And it was a good buy.
Coming back together, and we went through some of the really toughest times in the White House. You know, when we came in, the depth of the recession, and then you go from that low to the high of getting health care passed, the high of repealing domestic help. When you go through that experience, these are relationships, and you know, I'm sure we'll be going to Obama White House reunions for the rest of our lives, and we will always. It'll just be like, you know, continuing where we left off years before. It's really an amazing experience to have gone through. Last word.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, you know, to John's point, I think, you know, you try to find time to carve out a personal life. And sometimes that personal life, frankly, takes place within the walls because we are all working on the same sort of schedule, and these are people who you want to spend time with. And so, you know, you guys told me this, like, I love scotch. I kept a couple bottles of scotch, and people like would regularly come by the office at like 9:30 or 10. You know, like somebody is not every day.
How much you did already?
Well, you know, folks would come by, and so you know, you just like you have a drink, you unwind from the day, and so you're not leaving the building until 11 or so, but you have an hour of like quality time with somebody you really love. And I think
And they
you know,
won't work out.
I think it's a bit of a false equivalence to call what we did, you know, akin to serving your country in wartime. But the bonds that we forged, the closest approximation I have is the way that my grandfather talked about the friendships that he built with the guys he went to the Naval Academy with, and the guys who served on his submarine and everything like that. Like it is a purpose-driven time, and you forge these bonds in the crucible of incredible pressure. And it is just a phenomenal thing to look around and feel like I am serving with these people, and they are my friends, and they would rescue me from anything, personal or professional, that would go wrong, and I would do the exact same thing for them. And, you know, the sacrifice that you make of missing birthdays and sort of family stuff and things like that, I think you go into it with eyes wide open, but what you get out of it is so extraordinary that
Welcome to the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race. Michelle Visage, are you ready to get punked?
I am indeed.
And Lucian Piani, did my girls rock your world?
They did, Ru.
And the co-founder of Blondie, Chris Stein, I hear you're a fan of the show.
I watch everything religiously.
And I must be dreaming. It's the legendary Debbie Harry.
So happy to be here.
I'm always touched by your presence, dear. This week, we challenged our queens to form new wave groups and perform original songs in front of a live audience.
It already came pretty much set up already. It came with the package as well as a little wrench and a screw. Oh. Am I too tall for this?
The row machine.